Hello Pisces, and welcome to your Astroflower family meeting. We're going to be doing a reading from the 16th going right through to the 22nd. If you don't know anything about the Astroflower, please go down into the description below and you'll find lots of links to the Astroflower and what's going on with its elements, qualities, its petals and stuff like that. So if you've been watching the Astroflower, you would have seen last week yeah, quite a powerful reading, really, by the looks of things. And let's just sort of see what's going on this week. This is your emotional and spiritual path and relationships. This is to do with your finances, your business, your projects, your jobs, that sort of thing. It's almost sort of like this game of two halves, and it almost as if the halves are switched round at the moment. This looks like it'd be much better over on here, and this looks like it'd be much better over on here. Could this be the pole shift? Hey, let's find out. Right, okay, so let's go on. I think we're going to have a look on this side. So let's just see what the message sort of coming in from here. Obviously, you've got mastery of study, of learning, of, you know, where you've gone through a process, you've come out the other side, and you've got the information. And you know how to use it going forward. And with that information coming out, in theory, now this is if we're just reading straight off the cards, it's going to say to you that you're going to have a bit of an ascension moment where you're going to realize how you can use that mastery or that understanding or that perception or that that sort of capability within relationships in order to give you a sort of a springboard moment going forward in relationships with other people that are around you. Okay, let's just see if there's any sort of message that sort of comes off it. Get out and get involved. Taurus had a very similar sort of message to that, which is the other side of Aries to you guys. Taurus had a very similar message to that. Get out there and get involved. I think it was Taurus. And it will bring you to higher ground. Let's see how you guides are trying to influence. And this is your karmic path here. And this is how the universe sort of influences your karmic path. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence you. Let's just, or encourage that karmic exploration. It says, it's sort of saying you have all the resources at your fingertips, or at, you know, within your emotions or within your relationships or your capacity within how you can deal with relationships with other people. It seems that sort of way. The Queen of Swords. So yeah, totally. It's someone who's understood a lot within themselves, but she's also understood a lot about her emotions, because that's where her heart is safely locked away. And it doesn't sound nice, that does, really, but you know, it's a case of she's getting in. You know, it's a case of where, you know, you've got all the resources to get involved in relationships on a very concrete level, and it seems to be on with the Eight of Pentacles. I think this is where it's sort of your mastery of talking to other people, putting on a meal for your friends or your families and stuff like that. Looks like there's going to be success, and it probably give you a feeling and sensation of being at one with the community that you're living in, or with your relationships. It could be with your lover and etc. So let's just see how the cards are trying to influence the conversation that is within you, as it were. That's a double-edged sword, that one. It's almost sort of, your words could be so true and so fine that it could be sharp. It could be some serious swords, like sort of thing, but there's a lot of humour mixed into it. That's what I mean about double-edged sword. It's like when we say sort of like many true things are said in jest, and that's what it sort of feels like there, really. Let's see what that's all about. 3 of Cups. So it is about your community, basically. And I think this is it, where you can be the toast of the town. I think this week, toast of your group, your friends, your community, your family, yeah, that sort of thing. And it's sort of, you're going to find the right words to make everybody feel at ease. That's the positive side of it all. If you're in a negative sort of situation, you may find those words that are very cutting, which the community might need that. The group of friends or your family may need this, or even the discussion between you and your partner. But I think it's more a case of, and it seems to be coming up more at the moment, where it's to do with communities, to do with family, communities, friends, groups of people, rather than one-on-one stuff. That's what seems to be coming through on my readings. It probably, it probably won't come through on everybody's readings like that, but on my side, that's the main sort of message that sort of comes through. Okay, so yeah, the toast of the town this week. Go out there and perform. Well, yeah, not perform. Yeah, perform. Do it, Pisces. It should be, yeah, it should be really good for you. Okay. Let's have a look at what's going on your business front. And you're a very astute business. You tend to work a bit hard, actually, maybe too hard sometimes. And sometimes it's you get further when you don't work so hard. Okay, so, and the universe is, if we just take the cards at face value, the cards are sort of saying the universe is bringing forward opportunities or gifts, as it were. And your karmic mission this week is to spend those gifts, or use the gifts. What was that? To use those gifts or spend those gifts wisely. Okay, that's what it's about. So the message is, don't waste your time on things that's not beneficial, basically. That's not worth the money. If it's not worth it, it's not worth it. Okay? It's like buying in France, you get nice baguettes, lovely baguettes. And some baguettes can be filled with air. And you thought you bought something that was really good, but there's no real bread to it, as it were. So it's make sure you sort of like spend your gifts wisely. Let's see how the universe, or see how the guides are trying to influence that karmic path. I think that wisdom side comes up a lot. Very astute, I think, business-wise at the moment this week for you. Yeah, seeing clearly, using your intuition, that sort of thing. A leap of faith. And this is where you sort of like, if you're playing smart, if you're playing it clever and you've got that intuition, you'll be able to see those opportunities. And other people may sort of, feel, that may say sort of like kind of going, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? And it sounds like you're going to prove them wrong by the looks of it. At some point, you've got to jump in and do it. I think that's what the Fool card's all about. So as wide and as wise and conservative you can be about spending those gifts from the universe, at some point you do have to do it. And it may be a case of in an area of your life, it might be an area of your job or your business or your projects that you haven't really had that much experience over. And this is where the reserved side of you may come into play for it. Okay, let's just see how the guides are trying to influence the conversation within you, because this is the energy that's running through you, and this is how you combine the two. There's a lot of let your love light shine. Okay, I'm not necessarily I'm not necessarily sure that love light is within you. I think it's a case of allow your astuteness to shine. Yeah, your business acumen and stuff like that's it. Your heart, let your love light shine. I said let your love light shine, and it's like Ace of Hearts. So yeah, it's putting your heart into it completely and utterly, into new ventures. So it could be a new job for you coming up, or a new opportunity which is being provided from the universe. It might be more than one. But the way these opportunities turn up for you, and this could be for your business as much as a new job, as much as a project, the way these opportunities turn up is a case that whatever you choose, shine in it. And yeah, go for it. Go for it. It looks like a really positive week for you on that side. Very positive on both sides, really. It's going to be interesting how it sort of combines together. Exciting enjoyment, like a page of wands, really. Okay, Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. So you will be able to pick the fruit and get what you need by the looks of things, Pisces. The opportunities that you've set up on your business side and the positioning you do on your relationship side means that there is fruit from both sides here. And it's going to be a very fruitful week for you. And you'll feel, just be careful you don't just get too carried away with yourself, basically. Let's just see what the energy that is that's flowing through you. It could be flying. Once you start on that journey, it's like once you get that momentum going, it's self-perpetuating. And it's getting that momentum. I think I said this to Virgo, as actually, funny enough, which is your opposite, that they had to manifest and perpetually manifest. So it almost auto-feeds itself. And it's a similar sort of thing for you here. The sun. That's been coming up quite a lot on my own personal readings I've been doing. It came up 4 times in the last 4 readings. You know, in one reading, sorry, it came up 4 times. When I was reading various things for someone. So it's quite mad. So it's, yeah, this is it. If you do accept those gifts into you for this year, for this week, and I think this has something to do with the eclipse as well, that lunar eclipse, because it's coming up, and this is this week that's flowing out of it, and yeah. So if you do spend or you do accept those gifts wisely, you certainly will get some very good return that's going to make you feel very happy. And it's going to make you feel happy because you can finally find, or I say finally, you can find your place within your relationships that are around you. So there you go, Pisces. I hope you did enjoy that. I hope that helps you out for this coming week. We do lots of stuff on Instagram as well. Don't forget, if you want to be part of the Astroflower family, it's not complicated. You just need to subscribe and click that bell, and then you'll be part of the family. In the meantime, Pisces, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.